Okay, thanks, Thomas. All right, so Jen went over the different ways to get recruits. So I'm gonna go over the different ways to get clients. Right, so what you focus on grows. This month, we really wanted to focus on our premium, growing our clientele. So how do you know what you're focused on, right? A lot of us are like, hey, I'm focused on growing my business, but are you really, right? So here are a few things that I ask myself to find out, am I really focused on what I'm saying I'm focused on, right? So what do I think of when I wake up and go to sleep, right? So sometimes I go to sleep and I'm like, who can I help, right? Like, who can I sit down with? Who can be my next client? And then I'll just wake up the next morning at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, I need to get out my phone because I need to text this person, right? Because you're thinking about it. Next thing is, what am I talking about in my conversations? The TV back there is. What am I talking about in my conversations, right? So when you're talking to your friends, are you talking about celebrity gossip? Are you talking about other people, right? Or are you talking about your business, what you do as clients, getting referrals there, right? And then how do I introduce myself? This is the big one, right? What's the biggest question people ask you when you meet somebody new is, what do you do? That's all they ask is, hey, what do you do? Right? So what do you say that you do, right? Do you run your business? Are you a financial advisor? Can you help them with life insurance, right? There's nothing wrong that you can say. You can say you're a life insurance agent and somebody somewhere will say, hey, I was actually looking for life insurance, right? And then the next one is, what do my kids think my goals are? That's a big one. Your kids are going to tell the truth no matter what it is. They know you sometimes better than you know yourself, right? So you can't really hide yourself from there. Liam asks me all the time, hey, mom, how many millions do you have? Right? That's what I'm talking about. Where he'll say, this morning I was FaceTiming Hi to wake up for the meeting, right? And he'll like, we're going to do that to all your team members? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, how are you going to do that? Right? There's so many of them. And I'm like, yeah, I'll send a mass text out. Right? So they know your goals, kind of where you want to go. And also to keep you in check, right? Your spouse, your kids, they keep you in check. Liam asks me all the time, hey, are you working today? And if I'm like, hey, no, I'm going to spend time with you today, he'll say, you're slacking. I'm like, do you? And then he even asked me afterwards, am I saying it right? What does slacking mean? What slacking is? I'm saying I'm slacking when I'm not working, right? So, and also, what are you doing with your free time, right? In your free time, it's really where your bad habits or even your habits in general start to show, right? If you have free time, you start scrolling on social media, go on Netflix, right? So what are you doing with your free time? Something Samir said during the Kickstart meeting, one of the many great things he says, right, is to be a producer, not a consumer, right? And you become a consumer when you're bored, right? That's what I do. I was like, hey, that's what I do. When I'm bored, I'm like, hey, actually, I'm craving cookies, right? And then I'm on Uber Eats, right? And then I'm on social media, right? And so during your free time is really when you start like focusing on what you want to grow, right? And so the only time you should be easy, right, is when it comes to the business, right? You want to be like Amazon, social media, Uber Eats, right? Amazon comes to my house all the time, right? You want to be easy like them. So, easy for other people to find you, right? Easy for other people to know what you do and easy for them to do business with you, right? I read an article where a lot of the young generation nowadays are not even using Google anymore, right? They're going on social media to Google to find what they're looking for, right? So you want to be easy accessible like that, where they go on social media and they can find you and they know what to get, right? When they reach out to you. And then, of course, I ask myself all the time, who can I help today? Focus on where you want to be, not where you are, right? And that comes with focusing on abundance and not scarcity, right? Sometimes we think, hey, I've already talked to everyone I know, right? But when you focus on abundance and focus on the future, right, a lot more things open up. Like, okay, Thomas, you can go. Like this, right? There's so many different ways where you can get premium, right? You can go to your hot market, your warm market, cold market, referrals, your team, licensed agents, field training, networking events, existing clients, former clients, and social media. And I'll just touch on a few of them because I know we're limited on time, right? Okay, so your hot market, yourself. You're the easiest and most important to sell if you're new, right? If you really to your core believe in what we do, you would want to become a client, right? As soon as possible. Second thing is partner. If your partner is not a client and you've talked to them about it, I don't know what to say, right? I'm not saying to leave them. Hold on, let me go to therapy, right? And then the second, and then family, right? Your family, parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, your kids, if you're older, right? All of them can be a client. And close friends, right? Best friends, who would buy you lunch, right? If they can spend money buying you lunch, buying themselves lunch, going to lunch together, they can spend money on protecting their family, right? So just asking these questions. Warm market, referrals, easy warm market there. Friends, friends of friends, you hear all the time, your friend is my friend, right? So if you're my friend, you're gonna do business with me, right? And then field training is the easy one, licensed agents. Reaching out to the licensed agent on your team, right? I reached out to Hyde this month and he did what, 2,700 this month, right? Very easy, 30 minutes. The next day he was like, wow, this commission check is huge. Why don't I do this more often? And same with my brother's in the business as well, right? He has his license, right? He gave me a referral, didn't do a thing, right? Made money. And he was like, I'm gonna start looking for more people to refer your way, right? And then existing clients. Any life changes for my clients? We've been here for a few years, so we had a client that terminated that we reached out to. There was another max case there. She didn't even know it terminated. Social media, again, I trained on that last time. Don't be a secret agent. Be likable, relatable, and pique interest so that other people can reach out to you, right? Networking events. Ever since having kids, I don't do this as much anymore, but I'm going to start again. But that's where you can meet other business owners and entrepreneurs as well, right? Okay, it's there. Okay, face to face, smile, say hi. It's been known that if you smile at your UPS driver, your Amazon delivery person, the person in line, your barista, it makes you happier, right? So just smile, and then they're gonna ask you, what do you do? That's the best way to prospect them and sit down with them, build your network, just do things and be social, and that's it. Thanks, guys.